Peterson Automotive Museum is located on Wilshire Boulevard at the corner of Fairfax Avenue along Museum Row and the Miracle Mile neighborhood of Los Angeles. It's one of the world's largest automotive museums. The Peterson Automotive Museum is a nonprofit organization specializing in automobile history and related educational programming. It was founded by Robert E. Peterson in 1994. Director was Terry L. Carter and curator is Leslie Kendall. Now, the entire museum will take about 3 hours to explore the museum's 3 floors and go out with the 50 or so cars that are on regular display. Now, Hagerty's history of the vehicle preservation lines perfectly with the Peterson Automotive Museum vault and the preservation of over 250 vehicles underground. Now, the Peterson Museum in Los Angeles is definitely one of the most famous museums in the United States. The Automotive Museum houses some of the world's greatest collections of classic muscle and vintage cars. Now again, the Peterson Museum is located at 6060 Wilshire Boulevard at the corner of Fairfax and Wilshire Boulevard and was established on June 11th of 1994, some 29 years ago. Now you can find the Peterson Automotive Museum at Peterson Museum on Instagram. It's one of the largest museums exhibiting over 400 vehicles who remembers our incredible Bond in Motion series. Now, the museum is one of the greatest car museums in the world and an icon of motoring here in the U.S., founded in 1994 by magazine publisher Robert Peterson. The museum has over 100 vehicles on display with the extensive vault holding even more than 100 cars restored, refreshed, and prepped for exhibition. The Peterson Museum is known for architecture of the building and the incredible rotating exhibits. A new show was set to open on March 12th of 2022. Will feature the most famous and iconic vehicles in film and television. Now you can find the 1989 Batmobile from the Tim Burton Batman movie at the Peterson Automotive Museum. Interesting point about the cars in movies and television TV shows is they often become just as famous as the actors who drive them. The cars become stars in their own right. There are some of the vehicles that the Peterson is putting on display. Now, some of the exhibits and from movies and TV shows include the Batmobile, Tim Burton's Batmobile, Ghostbusters, ECTO-1, Cadillac, Black Panther's Lexus, and several other vehicles from Men in Black. Of course, no movie would be complete without the 1981 DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future. The DeLorean is on display at the Peterson, and only an example that appeared in all 3 films of the Back to the Future franchise. Other cars include the Starsky & Hutch Gran Torino and the Innovation Online Industries SUV from Ready Player One. Exhibit the collection is also more than just cars, featuring some of the most iconic vehicles. From James Bond movie franchise, naturally, 1964 Aston Martin DB5 is present, but so far too are some of the planes and submarines used in the films. Now, also known as the Aston Martin V12 Vanquist from Die Another Day from the 1977 Lotus, a Spirit S-1 submarine used in The Spy Who Loved Me. The Peterson Museum also exhibited a hypercar display with some of the most extreme cars ever built: a double 16 Panhard, Haya, BC, Bugatti, Ryan, McLaren, Speedtail, and Inga RS are on display. For fans of Formula One, there are pole position display featuring Juan Garcia's collection. One of the stars is Lewis Hamilton's 2009 McLaren MP424. Peterson Museum is one of the greatest destinations for car enthusiasts. Their exhibits are always fascinating, and in the case of a movie or a vehicle display, very nostalgic. You don't have to be a car enthusiast to appreciate these vehicles. They are often as big as the star of the film or the actors themselves. We think it might be time for a road trip.
Then you could play with that Hot Wheels.
bronze DeLorean.
What year was this Mustang?
2021 bronze DeLorean, courtesy of the artist Andy Petroni.
I think that's a 67.
Over 100 years, cars travel through space. This one travels through time. Steve McQueen, rose quartz, embroidered bullet poster, courtesy of artist Andy Petroni. Excuse me. (1974) Porsche Target Safari. The Bulkmans. Sale price $1.95.
Pretty good, minus 17, so we still had a pretty good. Yeah.
Bayar lu gua.
Thank you.
had was orange. It was a Planet Oil jacket that my dad won in an auction. Obviously, I ended up selling it.
And share its global impact on life. Become a member. Peterson Automotive Museum.
Sorry.
Cool, that's your motorcycle.
How do you say this? And this is the Academy Museum.
Hollywood says, thank you for coming back to catch the best of the Peterson Automotive Museum. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, leave a comment, let us know what you think, what you want to see. We know you're watching, so make sure you subscribe and leave a comment and leave a message.